I think we should have a debate. Tonight is Anthony Segrich's second town hall meeting. He will once again wield the microphone for multiple hours with his slideshow. I don't know who's paying for these. Maybe he is paying for them, but it's also possible that the city's paying for them. He certainly used city staff to prepare his materials, which have some very interesting slides I'd like to comment on. Not a question, a comment. This will be the sixth meeting since the beginning of January where the person holding the microphone, controlling who can speak, and showing slides was heavily advocating for passage of these amendments, the sole legal effect of which is to take away the citizen vote. They finally admitted that, okay? It took a long time. They weren't admitting it for a while and even got up at the last meeting and argued that it's not taking away the citizen vote because if the lease is more than 99 years, the citizens can still vote. That was an interesting argument. But anyway, everyone's finally acknowledged that is the purpose of these amendments, even though they don't say that. And I just think it's just been a ridiculous kabuki dance. You know, Elliot Cohen from Crossroads, the pro-development consultant, is up there, who was hired, by the way, with our tax dollars, $48,000, $48,500, is up there with his slides, you know, saying all these benefits that are going to flow from these amendments, which are, you know, questionable at best. Not a word about the fact that it's eliminating the vote. And it's just a kabuki dance. You know, oh, no comments, just keep it to questions. We only want questions. So that he can stand up there and spin more BS, I will say. I think that in America, citizens are allowed to speak at public meetings and not told that they can only ask questions of a consultant who is paid with our own tax dollars. So, Anthony Segrich, I challenge you to a debate. Let's do it. Let's have a debate. Let's talk at the neighborhood meetings. Let's do a debate at your next town hall. Let's do a debate in my living room, in your living room. Let's do a debate. Let's do a fair debate where we can each have equal time. We can both answer questions and give rebuttal. We can have rules ahead of time. But let's make it fair, okay? And let's let both sides have a say instead of what's been going on, which feels a little bit like communist China, I have to say, which is we only have the messaging from the government and citizens are not allowed to give a comment, only questions, which are then answered with more propaganda. And honestly, I think what we have been hearing is a lot of propaganda. That's my opinion. Let's have a debate. I challenge you. Say yes.